Hi everyone, my name is Alicia. I'm a cult survivor from the Message Believers, founded by William Branham. And today I just want to talk about, most people's heard of the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, when I was in school, I had to wear long hair, wasn't allowed to cut it. I was only allowed to wear long skirts and long dresses. So I looked like I was expressing myself in a way that was not me because I was basically forced to, growing up in a cult. And I went through so much. I was so stressed and depressed every single day of my life. My home life was terrible. And it got worse as I got older, especially in teenhood. Anyway, so you never know what somebody's going through. And I remember when I was working my second job, and there was this little boy and his grandmother would come in, and somehow we got talking, and he was telling me about this little girl in school, and long hair, long dresses. And I remember he said she wore glasses, and he said that she reminded him of me, or I reminded him of her. And around that time, I was still in the cult, and I couldn't help it. Still couldn't express myself. But he was so nice. And I was telling him, now, please don't make fun of her, because you never know. She might not believe that way. She might be forced to do that. He said, oh, no, of course not. I understand. But, I mean, I don't believe you should judge anyone, because you never know what someone's going on at home. And like I said, I couldn't help the way I was having to express myself, the way I was having to dress. I wasn't happy. I was going through so much mental abuse at home and so many other things that I won't say right now. But, I mean, you just never know what someone's going through. And when I was in school, I was fortunate enough to not really be made fun of, and which, a lot of people in my situation I've heard are made fun of a lot. But I'm thankful for that. And I'm not out to make myself look good or just try to get all kinds of attention. I went through so much in my life, and no one should have to be born in a cult and be abused and so many other things. I didn't get out until I was almost 24, and I'm in my 30s now. And part of why I want to do these videos is because it's in some ways kind of like my therapy. And when I got out of the cult, I didn't go through formal therapy. Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff to try to heal in my life and surround myself with a good support system. But also, I want to warn people about Message Believers, because I remember my family and I had gotten out of the cult. It might have been a few years later, and we found out that the truth was coming out about Message Believers and William Branham, and people were leaving in droves, and we were so happy. And then I came across someone that went into it. But see, cults, they prey on people with that are having mental problems, that are sick, or their goal is to get followers and make money and whatever else is in their evil agenda. Like I said, warning people. But also, when I got out of the cult, I heard about people's stories on YouTube and other sources as well that really helped me when I got out of the cult and was really inspirational to me. And for example, there is a YouTuber, John Collins, and his channel is, I believe it's called Leaving the Message. I really got into that, my family and I, and it really helped us see a lot of the truth in there and what was really going on in the cult and what it was really all about. But it was also, it was kind of like a therapy for us as well. But at the same time, we're learning a lot of stuff, history, connections to other cults and everything. But there was also individuals that had their story on there as well. And I could relate to them so much. And if I'm able to help someone in that matter, I will definitely be happy to. I think that's all I have for today. I hope everyone has a good day. And if there's anyone out there that's seeing this video that's gotten out of this cult or any other cult or anything that is caused you pain, please know that there is an end to it. Things can change. I thought that I would never ever escape that cult. I didn't think that I would ever have a life of my own like I do now. But by no means is my life perfect. But I'm here today because there was something inside me that would not let me quit. And when I got a chance to leave, I left. And I have never looked back. My life got better. Yes, I do have hardships, and what I went through as a child and up until when I got out, I am still dealing with that today. I look back, or I go through the day and different things happen, or I try to do something, and I realize almost every single day that my past still affects my life today. Even though I'm not trying to live there anymore. But just something I'm still working through. And, I've heard, some people that got out of the message and other cults and other, situations. It's a process. I mean, it could, take 5-10 years for you to really, notice some things and be able to start working on them more. It could take a year. It's a process, But, just take one day at a time. That's all I can do. And I don't have a lot of people in my life, but the people I do have in my life are so supportive. And I really appreciate that because not everybody has that. But I'm happy to have only a very small few than a big crowd that doesn't really care about me. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good day, and I will have another video next week.